Yoshihashi is a champion in New Japan, proving that 2020 is the weirdest, oddest, and perhaps darkest timeline in wrestling. That's mean to Yoshihashi because he actually is a very good talent. I'm John Wetland with my review, New Japan Pro Wrestling Summer Struggle 2020 Night 7 event. The Never Openweight 6-Man Championship Tournament is done and chaos reigns supreme, which would have been difficult because it was an all-chaos main event. I would love to know what you guys have to say in the comments, and also a quick update on the August 26th and 27th shows. Since I'm going to be very busy that week, I may not be able to review those. I will try to, but if I can't, I do apologize in advance. I will be reviewing the Jingu Stadium shows. I'm very excited to see how they're going to pull this off and what card they're going to put. And also, boy, I'm really excited for the G1 after seeing the schedule they announced on last night's show, the semifinals, which you can check out my review and my thoughts on that. And please let me know what you think. I am really excited to see what they do with the G1. Now, this show, besides the main event, really was just kind of a wash. It wasn't bad, but it was just kind of a wash. Yuya Uemura and Gabriel Kidd versus Yujiro Takahashi and Gedo. And I know why Gedo's there in the ring, but I don't care. Pimp Juice for 3, and that means Yuya. Cool, okay, whatever. Please get Gedo out of the ring. Get other people there. Do something so Gedo does not have to wrestle. It gets stale after a while, even as necessary as it is to fill out the card. Kojima, Nagata, and Taguchi versus Makabe, Honma, and Yota Tsuji. Yota Tsuji has improved dramatically, hit some nice strikes, and had a good exchange with Kojima, but eventually fell to the cozy lariat. The match wasn't bad. They put on a good show, but Honma's also got to step out. He's got to step out sometime next year because he's just so beat up. I don't want to see him get severely injured. I cringe every time I see him take a bump. And it's Suzuki and Doki versus Shingo and Sonata. And hello, Doki. It's 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and Doki will once again take the pin in a tag or multi-man match. And he did here. That being said, not bad. And Shingo and Suzuki may fist each other all the way to Jingu Stadium. You know what? Just roll with it. Oh, Japan. Just roll with it. We get a bridging pin on Doki. That was really nice. Sonata does have a, few cool finishers. It's not that Doki is bad in the ring. He's not at all. He actually is quite good, but he is just very much there to take the pin. He's kind of like the D-Lo of the group. He's just the guy to take the pin so you don't take any, steam away from, Suzuki-gun. If you need to beat him, then there you go. He's your guy. And then Shingo and Suzuki shouted at each other about the Jingu Stadium show, I think. I actually had to check out Reason JP, that's Chris Charlton on Twitter, to, the great announcer. I really can't wait to hear English commentary on some of these shows again. No, I do love Milano's enthusiasm. And Jushin Thunder Liger, who his knowledge is absolutely incredible, but I believe they did shout about the Never Openweight Championship match they're going to have at Jingu Stadium. It's just, again, I don't speak much Japanese. I barely speak English, if you know anything based on this show. So, yeah, they hyped it up, though. Cool. Can't wait to see what they do. Give them 20 minutes and just let them destroy each other. Anyway, Tanahashi, Ibushi, and Master Wato and Tenzan versus Zack Sabre Jr., Taichi, Desperado, and Kanemaru. Well, Kanemaru took the pin. I think you kind of could have expected that. But this was, Ibushi and Tanahashi on the same page because Tanahashi kept taking a goddamn beating. But, typical Suzuki-gun tactics. There was some good action here. Master Wato is good in the ring. I just don't find the character interesting. But Tanahashi did hit the high fly flow on Kanemaru and got the victory. He hit it and thankfully did not damage his knees anymore. I'm really worried that in 2 years he is just going to have to stop. I mean, he is in incredible shape, carried this company on his back along with a few others through, out of, like, say, the dark portion, so to speak. I don't even want to say dark ages because they were drawing some crowds, but they had to rebuild, and Tana was their ace and still is the ace of the company, more like an ambassador of the company, the ace ambassador, if you will. This is sounding a little bit odd. The whole point is that Tanahashi has maybe 2 years left. Love the guy, but I don't want to see it where he can't goddamn walk anymore in the ring, and he's starting to get to that point. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is still flesh. Then we get Naito and Bushi versus Evil and Ishimori with Dick Togo. Still not buying into the whole Evil thing, though I give him credit for going full in on it. And we get, the usual fare. And then Dick Togo, while the referee's distracted, gets that weird, wire thing and starts choking out Naito. And then Hiromu Takahashi returns and attacks Ishimori because they're going to have a match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship at Jingu Stadium. And, okay, he's talking about how he's going to beat Ishimori there, I think. Again, had to go with the translations, but the match is fine. It just, again, I don't really I don't really care for Bullet Club anyway. I haven't cared for Bullet Club outside of a couple members in, I'd say, at least a number of months. And adding Dick Togo and making Evil the top guy right now while the travel restrictions are going ain't exactly working for me. Then we get Goto, Ishii, and Yoshihashi versus Okada, Yano, and Sho. Never Openweight 6-man championship finals. This is good stuff. Chaos explodes. Actually, they don't. They just beat the shit out of each other, but eventually celebrate at the end. Match is good, though. Yoshihashi was very motivated, so that was a good story in there. Sho and Ishii, yes, please, give me that. Inject that directly into my veins. Don't do drugs, kids. And Okada and Yoshihashi actually had some good, stuff they were, telling as far as, like, being... I believe they were members of Chaos from the very beginning, if I recall correctly. Yoshihashi got locked in that Okada clutch. Ishii breaks that up. At one point, he gets the butterfly lock. Yoshihashi does on Okada, which was really, really good stuff. And then we get more Sho and Ishii, and then everybody get in here. The good old Harvey Birdman line. And we get an armbar. Goto breaks that up. Vertical drop brainbuster pin Sho. So Yoshihashi is a never Openweight 6-man champion, along with Ishii and Goto. And I actually think this trio could work. It'll be nice to see what they can do with it. Please revive this and actually come up with some good trios and just come up with some good storylines until you can get back to where people can travel and you can get, other talents from the US and the UK and stuff like New Zealand, and then you can make things work. I think Goto, Ishii, and Yoshihashi, what you can tell meant a lot to Yoshihashi, and that was good enough for me. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.